Get in here, get in here, get in here, get in here, you guys. You saw the thumbnail, 5 ways to sell like a black guy, a rock star. You read it right, you guys. Get in here this morning. It's gonna be a good show for you. If you need to make more sales, you need to watch this, you guys. Today, right now, click the button, come in here, send this to a friend. You're gonna learn how to close like a rock star black guy. That's what you're gonna do today. Get in here, you guys, come on in. Share it, like it, love it, get in here, get in here. Well, you know they said I need to work on my niche and my click-through thumbnails, so I hope I didn't offend you by the title, but at the end of the day, this is totally true. Given the right incentives, tools, and the right market, I can be a rock star. I can line them up, I can knock them down, and I am a black guy. So this is the video for you if you want to learn how to do it. And you guys, understand here, my new 2021 motto is each one teach one. So even if one of you has an aha moment, or if some poor white guy at the office saves himself from the embarrassment from having to ask the black coworker friend,
how does he do it? How do you do it? How did you do it?
Or I save one corporate executive a few billable hours with his diversity consultant, I feel like I have served my purpose today. So get in here, you guys. Here is how to close sales like a black guy. Good morning, everybody. How are you doing this morning? It is so good to see you. I am loving seeing you guys in the comments. You guys like this topic, right? You know that I see a lot of black guys in the comments trying to talk about what am I talking about. I'm giving the secrets, brothers. This is going to be a fun show. And mind you, let me tell you a caveat before I get into these 5 insights, you guys, from the rockstar black sales guy, is that I don't live in America. So for companies abroad to get a black American sales guy, it's the bomb. So I'm giving insights mainly for global viewers, global interest, global clients, because a lot of clients, and the ones that I give you samples of in London, and in Nigeria, and of course in Asia, we're not black guys in America, because in America, maybe we're taken for granted a little bit. But abroad, sales brothers, we are kicking butt. We can kick it. We can kill it. African brothers, American brothers, especially American brothers, though, we can really kill it. And because one thing that we are really, really good at, where the passion really comes from, is that we don't sell to you. We like to give you solutions. We like to get vibe with you. We want to be close. We build that relationship. We buy you drinks, take you out, wine and dine you, swoon you, court you, because we see sales as sales. I don't want to facilitate. I don't want to be a clerk. I don't want to do that. So that's really what we're talking about. So all you guys in the comments, if you guys want to give some insights to these folks that are watching, please do it right in the comments down there. I see your comments live, and I'm glad that you are here. And if you're here for the first time, you guys, I'm Kareem Jackson. You're live on the set. I help woke entrepreneurs to minimalize their cluttered lifestyles, to outsource their business processes, to make more money and profits while they do it, you guys. And you're live on the set. This is presented by those wonderful folks over there at outs.us. If you go to .us and there's an issue, you guys, and try outs.com. They got both of them. But outs.us, Outs is our sponsor, you guys. They're really, really good. So the first thing I want to talk to you guys about, you got to really know what the hell you're talking about. You need to know, what are sales really? What really are they? Because a lot of folks that we get, especially here at our company, K&Co, and a lot of folks that I see that you guys are giving the fantastic questions over at outs.us, you guys, and I appreciate that. The more that you guys go there, the more that they keep me on here. So you guys understand, you got to really first know, what are sales really, you guys? You got to really know what sales are, okay? You really got to understand what sales are. If you don't understand what sales are, it's going to ruin, it's going to confuse things. And I'm really talking to bosses, okay? Salespeople, okay, listen to this, 30%. Bosses, people who are hiring salespeople, I don't care whether you're a clothing store, a pharmaceutical company, a BPO, if you're hiring salespeople, especially if you want a brother, or someone that has that brotherly vibe. You know what I'm talking about. If you guys want that, there's some things you need to make sure that you understand. First of all, you guys, when it comes down to it, and if you guys are, I see some of my brothers listening to this, paying attention. If you guys are on the chime in, you need to first know the truth about what is real selling and what is just facilitating a transaction, brokering or funneling, or what is a sales admin as opposed to a real salesperson. If a person or people, or for example, are coming to you for food or clothes or at a store or even buy and sell, and you are not selling people, you're facilitating a transaction. Selling may come in when the waiter pushes you to buy a bottle of wine, or when the clothing store clerk, sells you bottoms with that top. A real closer knows sales is motivation, it's empowerment, and you must be able to empathize with their problems, the client I'm talking about. And you must be able to sell your solutions, products, and services to them. That's a big given. And I want to understand and bring this out to you a little bit, because I think that a lot of folks don't really understand the part is that abroad, when I work with sales, with teams, with companies, and we do a lot of publications, we work with their companies, their staff, they really don't understand what sales is. So when I go for the first initial consultation, usually there's an admin, there's office people that they have in the meeting. And the first sign that I get when I don't see those sexy heels, when I don't see those guys with those bling bling watches, and I don't see them, the guys that have the great hair color, I don't see that looking person, typically it's going to be hard for you to sell. And nowadays, a lot of admins are really getting into this whole SEO and this whole funnel and all that. And all those things are great. They work really great. We use them. We're trying to even get better at using funnels and better at using online marketing and better at using SEO and things like that. We've been using them for a long time. But they're not a substitute for sales, because all of that stuff is replacing and automating the administration process, not the sales process. Because when all that crap is done, you still have to deliver. Yeah, maybe you're delivering an ebook and they don't talk to you, or you're delivering a product. That's something very different, and I understand it. So in that case, maybe you're taking the sales process and you're putting it into automation. But at the end of the day, ultimately, eventually, even with that ebook, usually an ebook is a prerequisite, right? A marketing tool for a salesperson for something later. Maybe there's a seminar, maybe there's a Zoom call, maybe there's a consulting, maybe there's whatever, right? Whatever it is, ultimately someone's gonna have to sit right here with you and talk to a human being and close the deal, the bigger deal. Because nowadays, you're right, an ebook, things like, $5, $10, $20, $100, $300, maybe even $1,000. You don't even need to talk to anybody. You don't need to meet anybody anymore. You don't need to talk to GoDaddy or one-on-one to buy a $5 domain or even a $10 domain, or to pay them $300 or $400 a month. You need to talk to them. They've automated that. But understand, that's not their freaking core business. Maybe for you, because you're just starting out. But really, if you know any of these companies, they are eventually trying to get you on email, selling you consulting, selling you tech support, selling you SSL certificates, selling you an online, shopping cart, e-commerce sites, things like that. And if you don't have an IT person like us over here at Canco, for example, you didn't outsource your stuff to outs.us, for example, you guys, then what's going to happen is when there's an issue with the certificate of what you've done, or either maybe you're already paying it. Maybe in your fee, you're already paying X amount per month, whether you know it or not, for this support. So really and truly, all of that was to get you here and to sell you something. And the key to understanding what sales is sales guys, we can do it all. I do cold calling. I write my own shows. I figure my own contents. I figure all of that stuff out. But at the end of the day, I know that I have something that I need to sell. There's something, but I don't really look at it as people who look at salespeople look at salespeople. But what I'm saying to you is I'm not selling anything. I'm giving a solution to them. And we're gonna get more into solution, but understand sales is that. And next thing, like a black dude, we know how to close. We can close on your ass, okay? If you cannot close, you can't make it. You have got to understand and know how to close the deal. And if you don't know how to close a deal, you guys, really and truly, you're not a salesperson. You got to be able to close the deal, cut to the chase. And typically, if the marketing is strong, if your leads are strong, if all the folks you're working with are really rocking it, if you got a great team of leads and this and funnels and all this, the sale should be easy. And then the close should be like, boop, knocking them down. Because you've already figured out, one, do they want a condo or not? Do they have the budget? Have they all of these things, which are not, in my opinion, part of the sales department. They're part of the marketing department. And understand why I say that. A good salesperson, we have our own leads. I'm not going to wait for the marketing or the cold calling or the appointment setter. That's a bonus. And usually when they do that, that doesn't go to me necessarily as a salesperson. That may go to Julie or Johnny or Bobby or Sue, right? So unless you have your own team working with you, giving you these leads, typically the leads go to whoever, however, whatever they do. So you want your own stuff. But a real salesperson, I'm not going to be calling 500 folks. I'll go to the country club though. If I'm selling a place at Trump Towers, who am I cold calling? You need to be in a certain plethora. If I'm selling a place at Hilton, if I'm selling something high end, a benzo, I can't sell a benzo to everybody. But I'm going to be networking. And remember, I'm going to be ready to close. I'm always closing. Wow. If I'm at the club, I'm handing out cards. You know what I do? You see my Benz outside? I'm a Benz salesman. Everyone knows what we do. So then when someone knows someone who knows someone who knows someone that needs a car or a hookup on their credit to get a car, whatever it might be, they know, hey, call Jackson. They know it. So you've got to be able to close. And a lot of people, you may not think of this. If you guys are black out there and you think I'm crazy, you can chime in the comments. 9 times out of 10, your team can't close. That's the issue. They cannot close. Either they don't want to ask for the close, or they don't ask it right. There's no confidence. And if you're really, 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 really good, let me get a little closer to the camera. If you're really good, you ain't got to close shit. The next one here, which is the power of sales. Okay. The power of sales is this. Everyone, every profession, every job, all want to put a value on what they do. That's the way it is. The tailor values his workmanship. The chef wants to be appreciated for his cuisine. The writer like me, for example, we want to be appreciated for our content. Without sales, closed sales, it's just a passion, a hobby, or a sideline hustle. That's it. You need to value sales, respect it, because sales are the lifeblood of your business. It's what, lets the owner, the market, and the world know that what you're selling has value. No doubt about it. That's what kind of gives you that insight. It lets you kind of realize, what I'm doing, people are really taking to this. People are really into this. So that means that let me do more of this. Let me push it more. Let me showcase more about, what needs to be done, what I see happening. Let me edit this. Let me focus on this. Let me invest in this. So at the end of the day, you guys, when it comes down to it, you need to really understand that there's no way in hell that you're going to be successful in your business if you are sitting up and you don't know the power of sales. At the end of the day, you want to know the power of sales, because the power of sales is what enables you to sell really well. I know if I meet you as a potential client, okay, and you've met me in some group and you've been venting that you're going to go broke because you can't afford salary, you can't afford payroll. You know how when we're in these entrepreneurial business groups, that's the complaint. And so me as a salesperson for my company, right, who fought for years, and during COVID, finally, I remember we're celebrating 20 years. So imagine for the last 5 years, I've been fighting for this. And then when COVID hit, all of a sudden they were like, okay, we get it now. I'm talking about my partners. We never had a small business anything. We never had an entrepreneur anything. I came from America with clients like AT&T, Sprint, GlaxoSmithKline, Burst and Rain, Blackwell Sanders. I mean, I can go, oh my God, NASCAR. I mean, that was who we went for. I had sales associates, sales people who got small businesses. Or of course, I would go out and I would network and I would get small businesses, or I would support and I would do different things. But as a company, we never really had products like websites, IT situations and solutions, management like administrative support, or like ebooks and e-magazines catered and priced for small business people. So what happened is that the power of the sales department, because we were in touch with the people, we knew what was going on, we had them create new products. So the power of sales, my point is this: a good salesperson, a good sales team can tell the owner what's wrong with their packaging or what market they're missing. And if you don't understand the power of sales, if you're waiting for the cup to be done and printed, that's not a good, you need a better sales team. The next one, you guys, I want to get into, I promise you this before the break, you guys, is let's talk here about this real quick. I want to sell benzos. I don't want to sell no car salesman. You ever heard a black person say that before? I don't know if maybe if you guys maybe you haven't heard that before. But if you ever heard a black person say that before, you know what I'm talking about. If you're a brother out there, you know what I'm talking about. We got an image that we got to maintain. We may get started at the car lot, the used car lot, but definitely believe me, we looking at the Benz lot or our own lot. You know, especially online now, we're going to be buying and selling cars online. And nowadays, you guys know this, is that you can sell cars online and don't have one damn car lot of your own. So just keep that in mind, because what we want to make sure you understand now, you guys, is that black folks, we offer solutions. I mean, I don't sell products. You know, we call them products because it's a very understanding. You know, we have website products and graphics products and things like that. But I don't consider myself selling my clients a product. I knew that she needed exposure. And you know what I also knew? There's no black nannies with a how-to book in the market. You know how I know that? I researched myself. So I didn't sell a product to her. I sold a solution to her. Girl, you want to get popular? You want to show these white folks how to do it? You want to get out there and get your thing, quit your job, girl? It's recession. You want to know how to do it? Let's get you a website and let's get you an ebook rolling and get you this credibility and get you out there so you can teach these folks. But the point of it is, she needed a solution to a problem that she had, an opportunity she had. She needed to be able to reap the benefits of the opportunity. Another thing too, you guys, when it comes to solutions, another thing, amateur sales guys do this. And sometimes we do it when I see that it's just not worth the argument. But a lot of times, understand this with solution-oriented sales, you guys. Give the client what they asked for. Don't add on, don't upsell, none of that. Unless you see that they need this. This next one's really important. And I don't know, and if you're working with any type of social entrepreneurship company, any type of small business niched B2B thing, not B2C, like corporate, I mean like B2C corporate thing, not even many B2C, like B2 customer situations, but definitely B2B situations. And if you're working with families or kids or, you know, food and things like that or anything like that, and that's what you're selling and that's important, you need to make sure that you give a damn. Sincerely care about your customer. That goes a long way. Caring is closing, you guys. I really want you to understand that. It may take you an extra week or an extra month. You may not, you're not going to be able to give a damn and close in 5 minutes. And sometimes we can be rock stars at a company week 1, week 2. But typically we do it because ultimately I care about you. I care about you being happy with what you've got. I care about you getting the car of your dreams and driving off and feeling great about it. When you go to a restaurant, especially I don't care if it's a nice restaurant or a not nice restaurant, but especially nice restaurants. They don't all do this, but you pay attention next time. When you sit down, how long do you wait? If you wait a long time and you got to yell for the waiter, they don't care about you. And you know who's losing money? The restaurant. Because you've been sitting there for 10 minutes with no service. That means that by the end of the day, the restaurant loses money, if not just by default that they've got every customer, every table times 10 minutes, times how many hours in the day that they've lost. So by the time that they get to the end of the day when they close and they count the registers, you've lost time. So understand this, is that give a damn about your clients. You need to really understand that you need to sit with your clients, point things out with them, take the time to show them exactly what is going on. Because ultimately, when it comes down to it, if you don't give a damn about them, they're going to sense it. They're going to know it. They're going to be, they can smell it. If you don't care, you don't close. This next one, you guys, let me get it up here, you guys. I know that a lot of people that consult with us, they call rejection many different things, many different insights, many different words for rejection. But let me go through this for you real quick and let me talk to you a little bit about rejection and the fact that you just got to handle it. Stop crying about it. Stop thinking that it should be any other way. Rejection is just that. It is rejection. That's it. So, as a black guy, let me say this. The best defense is a good offense. Stop being reactive. Rejection kills some people. I know it does. A sale or a close is a goal. It's not a transaction. That's where I've been trying to get you guys through this whole situation, is understand that it's not a transaction. Sales is not something that you do. like a checklist. It's something that you create, that you put into perspective. It's a process. Right? It's a journey. It's not a click the box. Even if you're in a funnel, there's a lot that goes into funneling and marketing and things like that before they even click the box. If your marketing and your development and your prospecting is done properly, there should be few to no objections. You need to package your product or your service to the market with them in mind, and that takes empathy. We've talked about that before, is it takes empathy. And if you don't have empathy, you guys, I'm telling you, it's going to be hard for you out here. It's going to be real hard for you because you don't really understand what they really need. You know what I'm saying? You haven't really tapped into what the client is really looking for, why they called you, and that just makes things really hard. But you guys have to I just want to put this here to understand rejection. When it comes down to it, you just got to handle it. The closing and the caring and what sales really is and all that, then one, you're probably getting a lot of fucking rejections. That's true. It could be a sorry ass product too, or it could be too expensive. It could be that you have the wrong prospecting. So you're trying to sell a Mercedes to folks that have, Honda budgets. And I don't mean a nice new Honda. I mean an old Honda, right? That might be the issue. It may be to where you are promoting in the wrong advertising area. So people that are coming in don't have their pre-approved credit, things like that. You might be trying to sell, for example, a home in a neighborhood that doesn't like black people, doesn't like minorities, doesn't like new money. So then when they go there and look at the home, or when you finally get them to the home for the open house, they don't feel comfortable. And so you lose the sale. So the rejection may not be really about you. And part of it is you need to figure that out. Because sales, at the end of the day, no matter who you are, no matter what color you are, it's about numbers. And here we go by 10%. So if you contact 100 people, you're going to get 10 appointments, 10 contacts, 10 leads or whatever. And out of all of those 10, 1%, or 10% again, but 1% of the 100, is going to be hopefully the close, the client. But you got to get 100 contacts. I don't mean random contacts. Even here on LinkedIn, for example, you get a lot of rejection on LinkedIn because a lot of you guys are just spamming each other. You're just sending message. You don't even know who I am. You're sending me a message for Bitcoin. Anyone who knows me, I'm not into no damn Bitcoin. I'm not into network marketing. I'm not into Forex trading. I'm not into any of that. I'm an entrepreneur. I enjoy helping entrepreneurs. I'm not into network marketing, none of that. So you're wasting your time. So you are getting, if you're messaging me and people like me, you haven't done your due diligence. All you're doing is spamming people. And that is going to make you feel like crap because you're going to get a lot more rejections, a lot more no's, a lot more. You're spending all your day clicking people and networking with people, and you haven't taken the time to research. But when it comes down to it, you guys, if you're getting a bunch of rejection, it's probably because you are not doing your due diligence correctly and giving the proper situation to all of your people, to where when they contact you, they really want what you need. So if that's okay with you, then understand that's not rejection. When it comes down to it, what you want to make sure that you do, and that you make sure that you show that you've got to make your prospects strong. You've got to make sure that whatever it is, the leads you have are leads that can sell. So you guys, I'm going to see you next time, which is tomorrow. And I hope that you guys enjoyed this. If you have any questions, you can email me at Kareem@KareemAntonio.com. You can also get info@outs.us, you guys. You can go to their LinkedIn page. Really the place to do business with me and Outs. Go to LinkedIn, you guys. LinkedIn is where it's at. So at the end of the day, you guys, thank you very much. Kareem Jackson live on the set. Like this, love this, and I'm going to see you later. And in closing, I'll see you later, you guys. Cheers.